so I'm gonna quick sweep around. This is a test on my new use GoPro Hero 4 Black. Bueno. Alright, that's the guy that lives here. He likes motorcycles. Alright, I'm gonna go for a short ride just to test the camera. I'm gonna around the back, test out the microphone setup and all the stuff on this new camera. Hopefully works the same. I hope it does. I'm not gonna go far. Ooh, it's very humid. I feel my arms sweaty underneath. Yuck. So I made this run one time on my when I had my Chinese scooter. It's a story that I had to tell. I bought a 2013. Since I got into a motorcycle accident in 2008 with my Honda Helix, I didn't have a motorcycle all the way out until 2012. Mid-2012, when my wife decided she wanted to help me buy a new motorcycle. So we sold a car that we had, and with that money she helped me buy a Chinese scooter. We bought it from online, and it was delivered to this house right here where we living at, where we were staying there before. It was fine. It was Honda Reflex clone, but it was full size clone. It's 250 cc's. It was actually a good scooter, but the beginning when I got it, it had a float, which it went away on its own. I don't know what the hell was going on. I got it, put it together, and got it registered. And the first couple of times that I went out in it, it will just died in the middle of the road. It will just stop, completely dead. And you will crank, and it would not start. When you let it sit for about 20 minutes, half an hour, and you started it again, and she started right back up. And drive back home until you, or drive wherever you were going until it got hot again, and then it'll stop. All the liquids were fine. It was liquid cool. Radiator was full. Engine, I checked everything before I started it. Everything was fine. It had one of those MP3 thingies built into it. So I think, and this is my theory, because I think that the theory was that when they wired the stereo, they wired it somewhere in the ignition somehow, and it was drawing too much current and cutting out. Because you know what, you get a motorcycle with a radio, guess what you do? You start listening to the radio. Back before then, there was no GoPro. I mean, there was GoPros, but they were not that popular, and not everybody had them. I suddenly didn't have one, so I was just driving around with my radio, and the radio was drawing too much current, and the thing was overheating. I found the fuse melted a couple of times. So what I did was I unplugged the radio, and the problem went away. So later on, I put a bigger fuse in there, plugged the radio, and the motorcycle never ever, I had it for like 4 years, never ever bothered me again, never gave me an issue ever again. I end up, my son, you know the story, my son had bought himself a GC 550, I think, or E5 something, Suzuki, the other Suzuki motorcycle that I have in my videos, 550. he bought it. It was too big for him because it was his first real motorcycle. So what I did, I traded him my scooter for that one. And he had the scooter for a while. He sold it to someone for like $2,300, and that money he used to buy himself a Ninja 500, which was his first real motorcycle, a Ninja 500. And I'm just driving around just to test out the footage on my GoPro Hero 4 Black. So yeah, my first, it was a Chinese scooter. I had it, it worked fine, which because of that Chinese scooters, that today I own my ST1100, because, you know, after all, having a motorcycle accident, I mean, I wasn't scared because it wasn't really my fault, but my wife didn't want me to have a motorcycle, but then she changed her mind, and because of that, I now own my my ST11. Motorcycles are to be respected. If you're gonna buy a motorcycles, and I'm talking about these young kids, my sons including, especially my older son, Carl, if you watching this video, listen to what I'm saying. A motorcycle is to be respected. Motorcycle is to enjoy, but also gotta understand that you are in a two-wheel death trap. If you're gonna ride in a motorcycle, especially those speed bikes, I had speed bikes in my life. I had a 600 Katana, brand new. I had a Ninja 500. But if you're gonna buy those motorcycles to be driving 100 miles per hour, 200 miles per hour, guess what? All you need is to run over a patch of loose sand, get gravel, have a deer jump in front of you, and that's it. You're done for. Last week, my son was driving his Virago that I gave him, and some guy cut him off. He locked his front brake and he fell, and he was at low speed. He had some scrapes in his arm, his hand. Thank God he was okay. His ego was bruised. My ego would have been bruised too, but that's, you know, that's what you get. You know, you gotta be prepared. And if you're driving too fast, some people, like the guy in the scooter last week when I was going to Montauk, someone does something that they're not supposed to, and you're going too fast, you got no chance of reaction, and you're in for it. You're in for serious problems. So motorcycles are to be respected. They're to enjoy. You can enjoy yourself in a motorcycle. You can have a lot of fun. And I heard someone saying, look at this idiot. I heard someone saying that it's more fun to drive a fast motorcycle slow than to drive a slow motorcycle fast. And that's true. The first day that I went to Riverhead to get this thing inspected, you know, it's my first time having a 1100. I never had nothing bigger than an 850 in my life, ever. Not a 900, not a 1000. And this is my first big motorcycle. So on the expressway coming back, I was by myself. You know, you get the urge to see how fast the thing can go, and I was doing 105. See, right there. Not knowing that my front tire was a little low in the air, I was doing 105. All you see was cars going by, trees going by so fast, and all I kept thinking, what would happen if one of my tires blow? What would happen if a deer jumped in front of me? And I quickly slowed down. I'm an old guy. I'll be 50 next year, and I live to be 50. I want to live to be 60, and I want to live to be older, just to know my grandkids, you know, and to see their grandkids, their kids. And I love motorcycles. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna go now and I'm gonna start cutting cars and traffic filtering and lane splitting and all that craziness. I mean, if you live out in a state that allows traffic filtering, I guess you get used to it. But over here, people are not used to it. You try to do traffic filtering and you're in for trouble. First of all, it's against the law over here. Second thing is, people nowadays, they're so dumb, they're so involved into their world with the cell phones and texting and Facebooking and all that silliness, that they're not paying attention to what's around them. So I'm back again. That was just a quick ride to test my GoPro. Thank you guys for watching again. It's really hot. I'm sweating. Where's my brake? It's way over there. Alright guys, this is Classic Bike Rider signing off. See ya.